Hello and welcome to this late mid-morning taste challenge. I have two 40% alcohol tequilas. I was planning to cut the grass. Yeah, I got a motor lawn already. Louisiana. In about 9 minutes, but I think it's still a little wet. I might have to wait till afternoon. But anyway, all right. Here's Winn-Dixie imported premium tequila silver at NOM from NOM 1143, number of origin Mexico. That's Gonzalez and Gonzalez Distillery. This may have been around since 1955 when Winn-Dixie was established from the merger of Winn and Dixie stores, grocery stores. It's owned by Aldi since last year. Last year, Aldi bought Winn-Dixie. So what's going to happen? I don't know. A lot of changes in store for this grocery chain located on the Gulf Coast, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida. They might have some stores in Georgia. All right. Here is Jose Cuervo Tradicional Tequila Plata, which, looking at the website, they changed the name to Blanco now. I don't know why they went from silver to white. It looks more like silver to me, but they've updated the label. Introduced in 1977. Now, the company was founded, like it says here on the label, 1795. It received a license to distill from the King of Spain back when Mexico was a Spanish province. But the 100% agave wasn't introduced until 1977. So before that, they mainly produced mixto, which is a common form of tequila. It has filler in it, meaning non-agave filler, up to 49%. Just like you can go to the grocery store and buy blended bourbon with filler. Okay, but let's see a code in here, 2022. Yeah, that's around the time I bought it. Has a real cork, unlike the regular Jose Cuervo. It's a little bit more expensive than Jose Cuervo Silver, but it's not really not that much more expensive. So you might just want to pay a little bit extra. You'll get a lot more. All right. So 100% Blue Weber. I got to moisturize the cork. Blue Weber agave. So not a mixto. Real cork. This camera, yeah, there it goes. It has a little trouble with close-ups. Real cork. All right, so is this going to be a real challenge? Well, not really. Might be a challenge for you to watch it the whole way through, but it won't be a challenge to tell them apart, because I don't think it's possible that I could confuse the two. It says result of traditions passed down for 10 generations. Estate-grown blue agave are slow cooked in clay ovens and then double distilled in copper stills. NOM 1122, that's the Cuervo Distillery. Imported by Proximo Spirits, which is it's the Jose Cuervo umbrella company, their importing company. I saw a video where somebody was saying, y'all heard Jose Cuervo got bought out by Proximo Spirits? I was like, watching the video, I was like, time out. Cuervo owns Proximo Spirits. It's simply something set up for importation. All right, now this is imported and bottled in Kentucky at Buffalo Trace. You will not see this on the Buffalo Trace website by Wide World Importers for Winn-Dixie. Now, is Aldi going to keep this around? This I do not know. But it would seem strange. It would seem strange that they would not keep it around because this stuff is a steady seller. Winn-Dixie rum, gin, brandy. Oh, they don't make a brandy. Rum, gin, vodka, bourbon, Canadian whiskey, Scotch whiskey, the tequila, the rum. It would be odd to me that they would get rid of it when they're making money off of it. So let's do the, they're both clear, so there's no problem with the color. It's going to be the same. Just clear liquid. Here's the Gonzalez and Gonzalez website. You might find this interesting. I do. Purchased by Midwest Grain Products. And Kansas. You say, oh, those are the people that do all the source, so-called craft bourbon companies. Right. MGP. Well, they bought Gonzalez and ago. 5 years ago, I think it was. The reason they call it Blue Weber, look at the leaves. They look kind of blue, right? Looks kind of bluish. Food ingredients. This is a food company. They make pasta, processed meat, cereals, distilling. That's what we know them for. Whiskey and other things. Branded spirits. Gonzalez. Limestone, Lux Row. Of course, we know about Lux Row. Niche Drinks, Penelope Bourbon, Ross and Squibb Distillery. That's the distillery. But here's the Gonzalez, what we're concerned with right now. Destiladora Gonzalez Lux is located just outside the city of Arandas in the highlands of Jalisco, prime location for superior agave used in our premium tequilas. So it was a family-owned company, but they finally sold out. You know, it's got their price. They make El Mayor, see that all around. Exotico, see that everywhere. Dos Primos, I see it, not everywhere. So they also make this one for the Sazerac company. Makes sense because Sazerac has no tequila distilleries. No, that's just the Luxco website. I'm not going to waste time on that. So yeah, there it is. Now, here's the Winn-Dixie website, $18.99, basically all the time, but technically it's on sale. The normal price, $99, is what you would have to pay if it was not on sale, which might happen for 3 or even 5 days a year, because they like to play with that, you know. But anyway, $18.99 for a handle, yeah, that's a great price, assuming that the product is tolerable. Now here's Cuervo Tradicional Blanco. Now this is new. It might have changed as the new year began, because for the longest time when I would look on the website, it would say Tradicional Tequila Plata, like the bottle says, Plata. They even changed the label now. As you can see, they've updated much different. Okay. Blue agave, herbaceous, subtle citrus along with that. Spice and sweet balance, firmness, fruit overtone. I wouldn't argue with that. Finish, sweet and refreshing. I'd go along with that. But look, they're showing the Tradicional Plata in the scrolling photos. See, so they haven't thoroughly updated. That's what I'm saying. It's very new that they've updated this label. Probably has not appeared in the local stores yet. There's some recipes for cocktails. Then they make some even more expensive versions. Reposado, Cristalino, or Platino. So if however much money you're looking to get rid of. $27.99. Yeah, it's about the same price around here. I paid $24.99, but that was before the Jason really kicked in. The original tequila created over 200 years ago. Oh. It's bottled. A special process is used to conserve its flavor and finish at freezing temperatures. Freezing. Okay, is that chill filter? I don't know the science. But anyway, there it is. Big company. Some of them are $200 or $300 a bottle, but typically people are getting the ones that are, less than $30 a bottle. But there it is, the world's best-selling tequila. Not this. This is not the world's best-selling tequila. It's the Jose Cuervo Especial. This is a little bit more. It's a good deal less well known. But yes, Cuervo does produce 100% agave tequila. Just you got to kind of look around for it. But yeah, now it's called the Blanco. So for whatever reason, all right. I cannot imagine, like in my mind, I cannot imagine that this private label mixto tequila could have any chance against the Cuervo Tradicional. But who knows? Well, I think we all are going to find out. But I think we pretty much know that it's not going to be a challenge, but we'll play along. We'll play along. Now, what's coming up after tequila? Well, mezcal. Mezcal. Tequila is a type of mezcal, but mezcal usually means any mezcal that's not tequila. All right. Aroma. Not a whole lot going on here, honestly. Now remember, this one here is a good deal more expensive than this one. $18.99 for this handle, $27.99 at the current price. I'm talking about now. I paid $3 for the regular bottle. So yeah, you can get it at Walmart. You can get it at Walmart. Oh, probably if 100 people go to Walmart in a month and buy tequila, 99 are buying the regular Jose Cuervo, and 1 is buying this. So they might order a case of this every now and then, but the regular Cuervo, they're ordering cases every shipment, every truck. There's multiple cases of the silver and gold coming in. You know that, I know that, the American people know that. Winn-Dixie, yeah, this is always coming in, always in stock. And if it's not in stock, something went wrong. So it's there until maybe Aldi changes everything. Oh, yeah. This has even a smokiness. It's not a definitive smokiness, but there's a presence of smoke, a presence. It's underlying. It's like underneath the flavor, or the aroma, I should say. And there's just this overriding nasal succulence. With this one, it's just a flatness or a vacancy. Now, am I saying that the Winn-Dixie has no qualities worthwhile to buy? I'm not saying that. It's all right. It's okay. You know, it's like my friend David said, it's what and what. It is, it's out there. You buy it, you don't buy it, whatever. No one else ever did a video review for it. That's how disregarded it is. And I understand that private label doesn't attract too many people. You get the Aldi private label beers, you'll see 1 or 2 videos for each, but not too much action going on, even though might be drunk by millions of people. Oh, but this one here, it even almost has like a dill pickle juice. You say dill pickle juice, man's gone crazy. No, I mean, think about it. Go buy a bottle and you'll see what I mean. Dill pickle or sour pickle? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. It is a family-owned company, as they say. The Beckel family, which is direct descendants of the Cuervo. Daughter inherited it, got married. Maiden name was Cuervo, got married. Married name was Beckel. This has got to be the the Cuervo. All right, so this is the Winn-Dixie. I'm not going to even taste it. This obviously the Winn-Dixie because there is no way on earth this has that kind of flavor. Winn-Dixie would never have that kind of flavor. Oh, forgot to check my labels. I was pouring them, and I poured the competitor in the main liquor, and I poured the main in the competitor. I know that's the truth, but I'm going to taste them. But I know there's no excuse for that. But I was so caught up in the websites. Man, taste. Yeah, I have enough experience with this Winn-Dixie Wide World Importers tequila that I'm pretty sure. Gonzalez and Gonzalez. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's not a bad product. If it was a bad product, I'd give it a D. Bad, just poor, horrible, but drinkable, but horrible. F is undrinkable. If you give a beer or a liquor an F, that means you cannot drink it. You cannot drink it. If you get it down, it's coming back up. Those are rare, but they exist. But not commonly. I would, if you were making margaritas, yeah, buy it. Don't buy the don't use this 100% agave for a margarita. It's going to be masked by the lime juice and the ice and everything. Yeah, don't do that. Um, for utilitarian purposes, it's fine. For just like casual sipping, it's fine. I doubt that, aside from myself, and I'm not claiming any kind of erudite approach. I'm just saying I'm pretty sure most people going to Winn-Dixie and buying this are not buying it to sip at room temperature. They're buying it to make inexpensive cocktails. And I think we can all agree with that. It's probably the case. But would it work for that? Yeah, I think it does. And I mean, I think it does. I don't drink cocktails, but I would assume it does. That's why it's still on the shelves and does well, silver or gold, depending on your purposes. Do I have any kind of animosity toward it? No, I don't. I didn't pay a lot. It has a good flavor. It's a little, I'm not saying it's a little bit off. It's a little bit like, I guess that's off. It's like a grain mash. You know what it is? I think it's when they smash the tequila with that Tajon and there's like fibers in it. They might keep some in there and then they strain it out later, filter it out, and that's giving it that kind of peculiar note. But I like it, and I like vegetative qualities in a product. So yeah, I don't. If I was going to buy a really cheap tequila, which I would never do, I wouldn't buy any tequila except to do video challenges. I'm just telling you the truth. I don't drink tequila ever. I just don't do it, or any other liquor, honestly. But you say, well, you do a challenge like every day. Yeah, but besides that, I don't like do just a sitting down drinking it. That's the truth. Yeah, I would buy it and I would recommend it for that. Okay, let's go over here. And I'm sorry about the label mix up. That's just carelessness and no excuse, but oh. Oh, ha ha ha. There's no, honestly, there's no comparison. This has a little smokiness. Now you say, oh, no, 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 no. Smokiness is mezcal. Mezcal. I know that. That's not a law. That's just a tradition or a practice. But this one does seem to have a little smoky, a little bit. It's 95% not smoky, but there's that little 5%, like you're sipping it and you're saying, hey, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So it's just a little twinkle of it. The body, both of these, they have a similar body, medium bodied, mostly dry finish. The Cuervo's Plata, now known as Blanco, as I found out, maybe as of yesterday. You know, not, I would not say drier in the finish, but it's a richer flavor. It's clearly a richer, more vegetative. You almost get like those fibrous from the agave plant in there. I really think this could go to battle with 100% agave tequilas of any brand, within the price range, more than 20, less than 70, $50 price range. It would destroy any mixto tequila. You take any mixto tequila, I don't think it stands a chance against this. Not a chance. There's no way. It's not going to happen. You get that 100% agave, it's just going to wipe them out. Or they say on top, mop up the floor with them. No, I mean, look at these comments. Then I'm going to go get that turnip salad going. Lurk says, afternoon, Ron, heading home to Ontario tomorrow. I had fun in Nova Scotia with my family. Oh yeah, I've been to Nova Scotia and Ontario years ago. Went to Truro, Nova Scotia, and I think it was a town called Picton, Picton, Picton. Mm-hmm. Well, take care, and I appreciate you watching, and have a safe trip. So, final analysis. Can the Winn-Dixie imported tequila or premium tequila silver realistically compete with the Cuervo Tradicional 100% agave? No, realistically, it cannot compete. And I was never under any impression that it would compete. But it's not a terrible matchup. It's bad. I mean, it's not competitive really, but it's not as horrendous as I thought. It's like a football game where these guys got 56 points, but they scored 13. They got a touchdown and 2 field goals, and they made it respectable. It wasn't as bad, and they even got that touchdown on a pick 6, which shocked everybody. So he was like, I can't believe it. They scored 13 points, But, of course, no one in their right mind would have bet on them. You knew that this was going to cover the spread, and it was a bad point spread. So it's that kind of thing, But it's better than it's bad, like you thought, but it's not as bad as you thought it may have been. Like I went to an Louisiana State University football game in 1977, 48 years ago, almost 48 years ago, and it will be in the fall. And they were playing Rice University, still Division I, but Rice, they're one of those weird colleges that focus on academics, like you say, they're more interested in engineering than what really matters, which is football and basketball. So I went to that game, and it was 77-0. LSU won 77-0. It was 28-0 in the first quarter. I remember sitting in the stadium thinking, this is crazy, I was 9 years old. I was glad LSU was winning, but my cousin, I wonder about him. He asked after the game, he says, who won? And I remember looking at him. He was a year younger. So, I don't know, 8 years old, almost 8, because he was born late in the year. Still, at 7 years old, you go to a game, you sit there for 3 hours. And I remember looking at him, and I said, what? I was 9 years old. I said, what? Like, where were you? Where was your mind? Where was your mind? You're sitting in the stadium. It's 77-0. And you're going to ask who won the game? That's unreal. I can't get over that. But then on the other hand, my neighbor calls from across the street today and asked me about football games. And she said, oh, I didn't watch that game last night. I saw that the newspaper said Texas, but I didn't know it was the Texas Longhorns, and I like the Longhorns. And I'm thinking, what are you talking about? It's the Texas Longhorns. You didn't see that in the paper? She missed the whole game, went to double overtime. I'm like, come on. But I guess she can't help it. But you don't know that's she calls me all the time about football. This game tonight, is it on ESPN? We get that, right? I'm like, yeah, we got ESPN since 1980, but anyway, actually, it's not that extreme. But she did ask me one time if we got ESPN2. I said, we've got that channel since 1997. All right. So Winn-Dixie is all right. I mean, I bought it. Would I theoretically buy? I would buy it again. I wouldn't hate on it, but I wouldn't definitely wouldn't be looking for it. Take care. You too, Herbie. Cheers to you in India. All right, now the Cuervo. Oh, this is the jewel here. Mm-hmm. Just goes to show you, when a company big like Cuervo puts their mind to it, they can put out some amazingly good products. Now you might come at me and say, you never tried every 100% agave tequila on the market. And my response would be, you haven't either. But I've tried two. Two. That's a start, not a finish. Oh. No, 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 no. Nope, 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 nope. No real contest, but the Cuervo tequila 100%, the Tradicional tequila Plata, now known as Blanco. Like I said, that might have started 2 days ago. It's really a wonderful product. Oh, I would score it a 90. I'm gonna say 9.5 out of 10. It's really that good. 9.5 out of 10. A most excellent tequila. Oh, well, they've been making stuff since 1795. They might have some ability to make good products, right? Same location, basically, 1795. Same family tree. Winn-Dixie, how would I score it? Yeah, I mean it's all right. It's not bad. I'm not going to say it's bad. It's not bad. I'll say at the low end, 7.8 out of 10. C plus. High end, I can't see how you could ever go higher than an 8.2 out of 10. A B minus. So I think that's fair. I'll go with a mid range. I'll go 80. 8 out of 10. It's sort of good. Sort of good. Be careful. Don't walk on roads. Well, sometimes when I go walking, there are no sidewalks. I have to walk on the street, but I walk against traffic. Like the sheriff's office always says, walk against traffic. Then you can see what's coming. Don't go with the traffic. You don't know what's coming up behind you. They're probably looking at their phone. Like the police that are supposed to be on duty to protect revelers from terrorists. You say, oh, the police are everywhere. Yeah, but they're all looking at their phones. They're not looking at the crowd. They've got to look at Facebook or Instagram or whatever they're looking at. And I know that. I went to Gibraltar. They had that all-day festival in 2023, all day long. And they had police everywhere. But most of the police, they're looking at their phone. Oh, look at that poodle. That's funny. And I'm like, yeah, that'll help. And probably in Orleans, they had a truck blocking the street. You say, how could the man get around the truck? Policeman was probably looking at the phone. Oh, look. What you said, bruh? And then the terrorist goes around the front of the truck. By the time he realizes, he's like, zoinks, oh, let me get going. Well, it's too late now. You had your chance, but you had to look at Facebook all day long. People tell me smartphones, they're so good to have. Yeah, they're really smart because you can look up stuff all day. And I go to football games and I look around the stadium and I say, wow, this football stadium is oddly quiet. There's a big game going on and it's kind of quiet. But then you look around the stadium and the people are like, or they're doing this, depending on their hand, left hand, right hand. Oh, hey! Anyway, and I'm like, this is a sickness in the world. And if you pay top dollar to go to a college football game and you want to look at your phone all game, do it. makes no difference to me. But if you're law enforcement and you're supposed to be guarding the public and you're looking at your phone, yeah, you probably need to be in jail, prison. All right. Anyway, so the clear and present winner, Cuervo Tradicional, the great Cuervo Tradicional. And now, as we move on, it's on to Mezcal, Mezcal. Oh, that's going to be great. And then what I'm really looking forward to is that rye whiskey. Oh, and I have a rye whiskey that's just, I think it's going to be so fascinating. You'll see. You will see. God willing. All right, y'all take care now. Bye bye.